First weekend game of Winfield Cup football comes to you from Seaford Oval, where the Canberra Raiders were at home to St George. St George, of course, was struggling to recapture their 1985 form, and most critics were freely predicting that this clash against the Raiders at Seaford was the last throw of the dice for their 1986 semi-final aspirations.
Haddock into a bit of space and to touch. The kick by Haddock, so St George on top territorially here, but no points on the board after 11 minutes.
Good kick here from Haddock, realising that the very strong Canberra defence is going to be hard to get through. Driving the forwards and wasting your time, it's a lot better to take the possession.
Well, O'Sullivan's been called up yet again. He's had a few fumbles, and that's the second penalty for not putting it in straight. Now Young, O'Connor very wide of him. Backs didn't have quite the formation for that move. Now it's Walsh. St George working it up.
Watch for the blind side, Jim.
Haddock, Young. Good ball for Johns. He was looking for Noak, but he went past him. Now it's Noak. Haddock. Haddock almost getting a gap to dash through. It was covered by Gilbert. Last tackle, Young. A chase. Johnson's there. He's strong. He gives it to Wolford, who's in. Wolford scores the try, and that was initiated by Albert's left boot. A little kick ahead. And Brian Johnston doing well to set up the try after this kick of Young's.
Well, you don't have to be a three-quarter to have brains, and Craig Young, the skipper, proved that. Well caught there by Johns and slipped the ball back inside. Good play by the wingman.
He's hit it well, and he's hit it straight. 6-0 to St George. 14 minutes gone in the game. Great break, Martin. Paul Martin, tremendous run, over halfway, and he's run about 40 metres. State under-19 representative Paul Martin, a local product, great future. Henjack out wide here. He manages to keep it going, but couldn't be controlled in the end by Meninga. That says it all for Mal. That's Hoffman. Craig Young, you can see him trying to flex that left shoulder.
Get it out quick, mate.
Beautiful tackle from Selby on Rowan Brennan. And the penalty to Canberra, and Selby's getting 10 in the sin bin.
Which doesn't surprise me, Jim. Professional foul, giving his side plenty of time to get back into a position, a defensive position. It goes on far too often. Not releasing the man to play the ball. And Chris Ward rightly giving the penalty and rightly giving him a stint in the sin bin.
Meninga, no mistake. So Canberra on the board, trailed by 4 points midway through the first half.
Craig Young making signs to the sideline that his shoulder's no good.
Backo, Carey. Carey keeps going. O'Connor went high as Carey tried to step. Still a chance. Good ball to Belcher. That's Coyne. Henjack and the local crowd getting right behind their team here. They sense a chance. A crossfield from O'Sullivan. Fay after it. It's gone back. Can he get it? Wolford's onto it. Ricky Powell is ready to come on for Craig Young, and that's no surprise. Young desperately keen to stay on the field. Clearly that left shoulder is giving him a lot of pain. Henjack, Belcher, Backo, Henjack again. Hoffman back to Henjack, involved 3 times. Belcher, Oh, great play by Canberra. Hot potato. Touch by St George. Count starts again. Carey. Meninga just overran it. Brennan, rather, who's just outside him. And now a penalty. It's against Michael Beattie. Back chat. Another 10. Here it is.
Frustration coming into Beattie there. And Carey. Bit of a hayseed floating across there.
Meninga's kick. Straight. Dead straight. Beautiful kick. 6 minutes left in the first half. 2 points the difference. Gary Coyne there. He's having a big game. He's been hurt in that tackle. O'Connor into touch. Skidding along like the stone on water. 2 minutes left in this half. 2 points the difference.
A good relieving kick by O'Connor there. Under a lot of pressure, but got the ball away. In regards to that Coyne, Jim, he's certainly not a player of note, but he really has put a lot of effort into it in this first half.
Oh, there's the siren now. So the last play of the match, the first half. And Henjack, who fed the scrums, tackled. That's half-time. A very committed performance from both teams. And let's hope that they can sustain the exciting action in the second half. Steve-O, St George have scored the try, but Canberra only 2 points adrift.
As you're saying, Jim, I think St George looking very tired, especially in the forwards. Which is not surprising. Two of them out there played a full game in reserves.
Almost a tight head, but it's just as good as a tight head. A penalty to Canberra. The Haddock not retiring.
And there's no doubt that Haddock tried to get away with it. And referee Ward, nothing to do. Retire behind the scrum base. That's the ruling.
There's Bacco slamming into him, and St George not back 10.
Well, I'm not just sure that the Canberra Raiders wanted that one. I know it gives them the chance to even the scores up. The penalty by Meninga here.
So Meninga hasn't missed with 2 shots today. No breeze to worry about. He's hit it well and straight. 2 more points. Very accurate kicking by Mal Meninga levels the scores. We've gone almost 12 minutes now in the second half.
Haddock could be the man that could win this for St George. He's got to really get these charges going. I suspect he's taken over the captaincy out there.
He's marshalling the troops back to the right. Now he switches it. Kicks it on this side to Punnell. Again, he's calling the shots. The last tackle coming up. Field goal from O'Connor. Looks all right too. He's made it. Michael O'Connor puts St George 1 point ahead. A very valuable field goal. 16 minutes into the second half. Graham Wynn. Henjack charging at him. It's a big kick down to Belcher. He knows they're offside. And replies on the angle looking for touch. And a beautiful kick from Gary Belcher. He just picked his mark and kicked it 40 metres, 1 bounce, right into touch. Lanane. Johns. Lanane unable to recapture the form that he had last year. It just hasn't gone for him. Funnel close to the line. He's still going. He's over. Did he get it down? No try.
He dropped the ball, Jim. Once again at that vital point. He's had a strong game final. He tried hard, as you can see there. Desperation.
Belcher. Meninga to Carey. Inside. Here's some action. Henjack. Gilbert with him. Here comes Walford. And Walford makes up for the knock-on with a fine covering tackle. but Canberra's still close. Carey. They've got to get it out wide. They've got all the men out there, and St George very slow to get back in position. Meninga now. Anyone's ball. Walford had it, and it's gone. This could be a try. Look at Belcher. He's almost to the line. A metre short. Canberra with Fay charging ahead. And a penalty against St George. Well, it was all happening in a matter of a couple of tackles, with Canberra once, twice looking to score a try. And here's how they got a penalty.
No doubt about St George not making any attempt to get back to retire.
And this kick will put them in front again. Well, for the first time. Looks all right too. He's kicked it. So Canberra in front for the first time in the match. Canberra lead 8-7. Coyne. Toffman. Henjak. Belcher. Good one for Henjak. He's skipping. Walford over the top, last tackle. And he loses it. But it's a penalty. Referee Ward said it was ripped away from him. And it's another penalty to Canberra in a kicking position. Here's how it happened.
It'll be interesting. No. I think Ward is
Here we are.
Walford gets away from him.
Didn't do anything.
And didn't do a thing.
It's a lucky break for Canberra. Can Meninga kick it? Yes. They're 3 points clear. 8 minutes left. 5 out of 5 for Mal Meninga. He's been the golden boots for the Raiders today.
Another tackle by that front row forward, Coyne. Hasn't he had a big game, Jim? As all the Canberra forwards have.
O'Connor. Johnston. No, he held on to it. Well, O'Connor trying for all he's worth to inspire this St George side now. Chris Walsh.
The Canberra now have dropped back O'Sullivan into the sweeping. It's taken them a while.
Beattie back to halfway. Last tackle for St George. Funnel puts it up infield. Belcher coolly waits. And that's it. The Raiders have won only their 3rd victory of the season. And I'd say that that defeat will end St George's chances, unless they have a miracle run in the second round, of getting through to the grand final this year.
So it's on to our Channel 10 NEC big game from Parramatta Stadium, where it was Manly Warringah up against their old adversaries, Parramatta. Parramatta went into the game probably as slight favourites, very simply because Manly were having so many players in their outfit backing up from the State of Origin clash. Here are all the highlights, courtesy of Channel 10.